In this video, we will cover about what is spiritual awakening and what are the signs that you have started your awakening. To begin with, it is important that you know that it is impossible for anyone to describe, with complete accuracy, what a spiritual awakening is. This happens because spiritual experiences do not obey the logic we are used to, and some of the events cannot be described with words. Some people consider spiritual awakening to be the moment when you open your heart to God and allow in a new level of light and begin to see and experience a deeper understanding of what life really is. Unfortunately, for most people, awakening begins with a difficult event in our lives, such as death of a loved one, losing a job, divorce, illness, and other tragedies. It can also be the moment when you disconnect from your stories, move beyond conditioning and limiting beliefs, allowing you to begin to experience firsthand the answer to a question like, who am I? What is the meaning of my existence? No matter what words are used, spiritual awakening is a moment of transcendence, and with awareness, this moment can extend, affecting all areas of your life. Spiritual awakening changes the way you move through the world and allows a sense of inner peace and tranquility to govern your actions and reactions. Before you wake up, life seems to be a series of coincidences or a series of events that you have control over. Our tendency is to believe that bad things happened for us and that good things happened because of us. But when you begin to awaken, you also begin to allow yourself to relax, feel the flow of life, and recognize that you are in tune with the divine energy of the universe. Your intuition will become stronger and stronger. Although different for everyone, a spiritual awakening only takes a moment. It is the moment when you are prepared and willing to disconnect from your ego. You may become fearful and confused. Fortunately, these moments are powerful and transformative, and the awakening process can last for days, months, or years. Spiritual awakening is open to anyone who is prepared to renounce false beliefs, whether it takes years to reach this point or a moment of impact. It's a beautiful experience, but it can feel like a roller coaster ride when you oscillate between states of depression, states of exaltation, and states of stability. Let's now turn to the signs or symptoms that you are in a spiritual awakening. Remember that before, you must make sure you are not having physical problems, consulting the doctor you trust. In my experience, the physical symptoms of awakening, such as altered heartbeats, were temporary. That was at the beginning of my awakening. At the time, I went to several doctors. I did MRIs. I was connected to devices 24 hours to detect the supposed changes in the beats, and you know what happened? Nothing was found. I felt my heart racing, but this did not appear on the devices. Later, I discovered that it was the activation of my heart chakra. I also suffered with headaches and once again was in normal physical health. It was only after I learned to meditate that I was able to control it. In fact, it was the beginning of the opening of the third eye chakra. It is not necessary that you have all of these symptoms, and they usually arise as you progress through the stages of spiritual awakening. So, let's go. Change in sleep pattern. You may experience disturbances while sleeping. Some will experience insomnia or the feeling that even sleeping through the night wakes up tired. You may feel headaches and sensation of an energy running throughout the body. Suddenly changed emotions. You feel like crying or feel sad unexpectedly. Some old karma returns to your life for you to solve it. A friend you have quarreled with, a family member with whom you have stopped talking. You start to rethink your diet and make healthier choices. Choose foods that were not part of your diet. Intolerance and allergies to a certain type of food, which never had before. You feel bad after eating certain foods, such as meats and industrialized foods. Broadens the senses. You can begin to see bright particles, the color of the golden ones of people, plants, and animals, noises in the ears, strange voices. For some people, animals seem to be more human in their behavior. Wild animals show less fear. Plants respond to the love and attention you give them, now more than ever. Skin rashes such as bumps, acne, hives, and herpes, which may indicate that you still have negative emotions to work through. Alternation between vigor and tiredness. Here you may have episodes of intense energy that make you want to jump out of bed and take action, followed by periods of lethargy and tiredness. Fatigue usually follows major changes. Changes in prayer patterns or meditation. You may spend long hours meditating, and there will be days when you feel the need to say only a brief 5-minute prayer. In fact, you have come to think and act in accordance with the Spirit. Physical symptoms such as headaches, back pain, neck pain, digestive problems, accelerated heartbeat, chest pain, changes in sexual desire. Relax these temporary symptoms and most indicate opening of the chakras or signs that you need to balance them. Rejuvenation. You will become lighter and lighter as you balance your emotions and release limiting beliefs and traumas from your past. As you free yourself, your frequency increases and you begin to love yourself more. You will receive compliments like, "Wow, what are you doing? Looks younger," or "You are so light and happy." You will have more real dreams. Sometimes dreams are so real that you wake up confused and ask yourself if you were dreaming or if it was real. Be aware, dreams can bring messages of spirituality. Events occur that completely alter your life. We can cite as examples: death, divorce, change in work or employment, loss of home, illness, or other catastrophes, sometimes several at once. These are forces that force you to slow down, simplify, change, re-examine who you are, as well as what your life tells you. You have the feeling of freedom. You will begin to have the desire to cut through all restrictive patterns, such as jobs, excessive consumption, toxic people or situations, mental and emotional confusion. You have a feeling that you need to get your life together because it's a mess, but at the same time, you feel chaotic and unable to do it, unable to concentrate to make this change happen. You become more introspective, lonely, and lose interest in external activity. In this regard, extroverts begin to think, "I don't know why, but I don't like going out as much as I used to." It turns out the manifestations of creativity. You get to see images, ideas, music, and other creative inspirations. It is your higher self providing tips on how you will be able to fulfill your purpose and contribute to the regeneration of the planet. Perception that time is speeding up. You have this impression because you have undergone many and frequent changes in your life. The amount of changes seems to be increasing. Increased premonitory ability. Has a feeling of something will happen and it happens. You have omens, visions, numbers, and symbols. He sees things for which he gives spiritual meaning. Notice the synchronicity of the numbers. You feel impatience. You know what to do, but sometimes it doesn't help. Impatience is actually a lack of trust, especially in your higher self. When you focus on the present, you will see miracles happen. Feel different from others. A strange feeling that everything in your life seems new and changed, that you have left your old self behind. And be sure you left. You begin to receive help in your spiritual journey through people, books, videos, lectures, films that will be like teachers. These teachers may seem negative or positive, but from a transcendent perspective, they are always perfect. Precisely what you have to learn will emerge. He begins to interpret events in his life more deeply and in a perspective he had never thought of. Read, share your knowledge with others, ask questions, and dig deep to find out who you are and why you're here. It has the feeling of invisible presences. You feel that you have beings by your side. You can feel that you are being touched or that someone is talking to you. In moments of anguish, you feel that you are being calmed by an invisible person. Recognize that it is time to live and speak your truth. Suddenly, it seems important to you to be more authentic, more yourself. You may have to say no to people you've tried to please in the past. You'll find it intolerable to stay in a marriage, job, or place that doesn't do you any good. Equally, you may realize that you no longer have anything to hide or secrets to keep. Honesty becomes important in all your relationships. Increased synchronicity. If many small miracles occur, wait for more. Tip: synchronized situations tell you that you are acting in the right direction or making the right choices. Spirituality uses synchronicity to communicate with you. Development of intuitive abilities and alteration of states of consciousness. You think of someone and immediately that person gets in touch. Communication with spirits, contact with angels, spirit guides, and other divine entities. You can channel information, feel inspired, and usually you will realize this through writing, painting, dancing, any kind of communication. feel more love and compassion for yourself and others. You feel that new gifts are emerging and everything begins to make sense. Physical manifestation of thoughts and desires, all this happens more quickly and efficiently. You begin to have visions of past lives, parallel lives, and future lives. In this way, you can harmonize yourself and you can also access knowledge from these lives to assist you in your divine purpose. Remember that awakening is only the beginning of a whole life transformation. In the next video, we will talk about the stages of spiritual awakening. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments what symptoms you are feeling and take the opportunity to leave theme suggestions for the next videos. Gratitude for being here.